So hello and welcome back to the channel. On today's video I wanted to do a little bit of a roundup about the last few weeks. I've been avoiding the video for a while and just concentrating on my photography. I've sort of lost that fun in my photos and I wanted to try and get that back a little bit. So I've had no videos over the last few weeks, but that doesn't mean I haven't been taking pictures. So I wanted to talk about a couple of those things. And as we sort of come out of these lockdowns in the UK, if you don't know, if you're not from the UK, you might not know that our restrictions are being lowered sort of every couple of weeks, and hopefully in the next 6-7 weeks we'll be out of this. So I'll feel a bit more comfortable going out and taking pictures. So this is hopefully my last sort of at-home video for a while. But I'd like to thank mypicture.co.uk for sponsoring this video. If you need images printing, if you need photo gifts or framed pictures, go to their website. They've got massive discounts, and if you use the code Seager10 off, so that's Seager10 off, you'll get 10% off your first purchase. So what's been going on here? Well, I've been trying to get back into work, trying to get work back off the ground again as my clients are getting back into their offices and into their premises and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean I've not been capturing images with my camera. I want to talk about a couple of things. One, firstly, bird photography, and then in a minute I'll talk about a little bit of macro. To start with, the bird photography, we were just in the front room, I don't know, 6-7 weeks ago, and then my wife suddenly shouts through, "Oh, there's a bird in the back garden, it's taking down another bird." And I was like, that's interesting. So me and the boys run through, and there's this sparrowhawk, this gorgeous looking sparrowhawk, and it's taken down a pigeon, and it's right by our back door. And this sparrowhawk wasn't for moving, it wasn't bothered about us being there. So what does photographer do? Goes and gets his long lens and tries to capture some shots through the windows. Fortunately, we've got a conservatory right next to where the kill took place. And I was taking loads of pictures. I must have taken 100, 150 pictures, and I want to show you a couple of them. This gorgeous bird, obviously you don't want to see the killing. It was great for homeschooling because the kids could see sort of nature in action, I suppose. But photography, I wanted to capture this sparrowhawk, the closest I've ever been to a bird of prey with my camera. I must have been a metre and a half away. Obviously there was a door and a window between us, but I was using my long lens to try and get in on the eyes. The eyes of this bird were fantastic, and the colours as well. One thing that I found amazing, obviously I didn't take pictures of this because it's a bit gross, was how I'm still finding feathers around the garden from the dead bird, but how the sparrowhawk just took away the meat that it wanted, and it was like a perfect slice that it took, and then just left the rest for Muggins here to discard. But I managed to take a couple of lovely pictures where the sparrowhawk was staring down the lens, and then a couple that I've edited, like quite heavily edited actually. There's a black and white one. It just looks lovely. So I'll see what you think of these. I'm no bird photographer, but obviously when something happens like that, you try and take the chance and the opportunity to capture some good pictures. So following that, I've been doing, along with the homeschooling stuff, we've been doing a bit of bug hunting, looking at what we can find in the garden. And obviously I get my extreme macro lens out to have a good look at what is going on. Try and get that a little bit closer. The kids love it as well. The kids love it when I get my ultra macro lens. It's a Laowa lens. I'll put the information in the description below, but it's a fantastic lens for ultra macro, and you can get even closer. The magnification on it goes 5 times closer. So it's quite an incredible lens, one that I've taken some bug images of before, but I feel like I'm getting to grips with it that little bit more. We were just literally looking under logs and trying to find what we could find, and when I'd point out something, I'd say to the boys, oh, there's something there, there's a little bug there, what is it? And they're like, oh, I don't know, I can't see. So that's when you get the macro lens out and you can actually see detail in the eyes and making tiny spiders look terrifying. And I also, when we had snow here in the UK, I managed to capture a nice snowflake, a macro snowflake, just as it was starting to melt. I captured it. I could have done with it 10 seconds sooner, I think, just so I didn't get that start of the melting process, but it's still a lovely image. I went very Game of Thrones with the edit on that one. So I'll put these images up for you now as well. So I think that's it on my little roundup of the last few weeks as restrictions are falling and we're able to go out that little bit more. I do have some plans for future videos, but I'm also going to be concentrating on my photography. I sometimes think that the video takes away from the photography, so follow me on Instagram and on Twitter and stuff, and I'll share stuff over on there. There's also a supermoon next week, the first of 3 consecutive supermoons over the next coming months. So hopefully, even just standing on the drive capturing supermoons and stuff it's something, it's fun, it's exciting. But I'm planning on meeting up with photographers that I've been chatting to online, and yeah, just getting out there, probably still staying locally-ish, but maybe heading up to the lakes and the Forest of Bowland and maybe North Wales a little bit more. Yeah, and just getting out there with the camera, exploring, getting some fresh air, having fun, opening the mind to new places and just seeing what happens. I'd like to thank mypicture.co.uk, my-picture.co.uk once again for sponsoring this video. If you need anything printed, if you need photo gifts, photo books, that kind of stuff, go to their website. They've got massive discounts already, and if you use the code Seager10 off, so that's Seager10 off, you'll get 10% off your first purchase. So yeah, stay subscribed, stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you very soon.